The last 20 years of being a Flyers fan hasn't been the most enjoyable, to say the least. There have been moments where the team was only a few games away from winning the cup to being at the bottom of the league, followed by a lack of consistency year after year. One of the main positions that has changed most for the Flyers over the past 20 years has been goaltending. While the team looks to enter the future with hopefully their next franchise goalie in Carter Hart, it's no doubt the position of goalie was a revolving door before Carter stepped onto the scene. Today, I'm going to be ranking every Philadelphia Flyers goaltender of the past 20 years to see who really was the best of the best. Alright, and here we are. So as you guys can see, I made a ranking Philadelphia Flyers goaltenders of the past 20 years here on Tier Maker, and they're all down there. 28 of them. 28 goaltenders in the past 20 years that have played for the Philadelphia Flyers is ridiculous, insane, and today I'm going to be ranking them on how they played. As you can see up at the top too, I got pretty much all of their stats from HockeyDB on a tab here, so if I need to reference them, I will. Probably not all of them I will have to, but we're going to be ranking them S tier, A, B, C, D, and F based on their time in Philadelphia, not in their goaltender skills as a whole, but just on their skills here in Philadelphia. Now let's get started, shall we? So, these are all sorted in alphabetical order by first name, so we're going to start with good old Alex Lyon here. Now, let's see, Alex Lyon's stats should be right here. For Philadelphia, he has 4-2-1. He's only played, 16 games for the Flyers so far. He's been a pretty decent goalie in the AHL level, as opposed to just the past couple years that he's played in Lehigh Valley haven't been the greatest, but his first 2 years there were very good. And as a part of the Flyers, he's actually 5-4-1, which is not bad. He hasn't been terrible when he's come into play, so I think for Alex Lyon, I'm gonna give him a C. He's not great. He's not bad either, so I think Alex Lyon definitely deserves a C. Antero Niittymaki, oh boy. Antero Niittymaki, you were not good as a part of the Flyers. You were not great at all. I mean, look at his Flyers stats here, like 15-8, 12-9. That 9-29 season was just probably so abysmal. 3.38. 52 games played. He was just not good. I don't even like Antero Niittymaki, to be honest, so he's gonna get a D. He did have some okay seasons there, but as a goalie, I did not enjoy Antero Niittymaki at all. Anthony Stolarz is next. I think with Alex Lyon, he kind of goes on the C range as well. He's not great. He's not great. He's not all too terrible either. So I think Anthony Stolarz deserves a C ranking. Brian Boucher, I'm probably going to give him a B. Boucher was very, very good for his time here in Philly. 20-10 there in the year 2000. In his second couple stints with the Flyers. 18-10 there in 2010-11, the year that they had those cup runs there. He wasn't all terrible. Yeah, he wasn't bad. I think definitely Boucher definitely deserves a B. Yeah, you know what? He probably deserves a C, to be honest. Probably deserves a C. I'm going to give him a C. Moose, though, Brian Elliott, definitely deserves a B. He's been very, very good so far for these past couple of years when we've needed him for sure. So I think Moose definitely deserves a B rating. Cal Heater probably goes into either F or D. Probably going to give Cal Heater an F. Cal Heater was not good. Calvin Pickard, probably a D. He stole a couple games, when they filled in, when they had to make those crazy trades the year that they used 8 goaltenders, but Calvin Pickard, probably a D. Cam Talbot, once again, probably in the D as well. He didn't perform all fantastic when he was in the net. Carter Hart, going once, going twice, sold. Carter Hart definitely deserves to be in the A category, in my opinion. His past couple of years have been very, very good. That's not the one we want. That's the one we want. First year, he had that crazy winning streak as a rookie and then kind of fell back down to earth. But this year, he's played very well. His home record is absolutely incredible. If he can get his road struggles figured out, I think Carter Hart's going to be a very good goaltender for us, and honestly, I don't think he deserves S. He's definitely not an S tier. I don't think any of these goalies honestly deserve to be in an S tier yet, but Carter Hart definitely deserves to be in the A ranking for sure. Brizgalov. Briz. He probably goes into C, if I would have to guess. Briz probably goes into a C. You know, the contract was awful. He had his flashes here, but then he's had his really terrible moments as well as a part of the goaltender. So Briz will definitely go into B. Now this one, I believe this is Jeff Hackett. I need to look at Jeff Hackett's stats here. He only played 1 year in Philly. 10-10, 6 ties, save percentage of .905, goals against a 2.39. It's not terrible. It's not awful either. He could probably go in. He only played 1 game, so it's hard to do a sample size of 1 game. So you know what? Give him a C. 500 record, I feel, should give you a 500 grade. This one, who is this? Now, I think this is this Jeremy Dushane? Yeah, this is Jeremy Dushane. 1 game in Philly, 3.59 goals against average, only played 17 minutes, save percentage of .750, only made 3 saves. Yeah, you're gonna get an F. That's pretty bad. This one is Johan Backlund. Let's see. Johan Backlund, once again, only played 1 game. Got the loss, 22 saves, .917 save percentage. What's his other stats look like in the Phantoms? 1+ year, 1 negative year. And then 1 game played in that one, made 15 saves. We'll probably give him a D. I think he probably deserves a D for that 1 game played. Now this one is this Marty Baron? I think this is Marty Baron. Yeah, this one is Martin Baron. I took a pretty bad picture of him, but Marty Baron's time in Philly, 3 years from 06 to 09. First year was bad, second year was good, third year was good. Made the playoffs that 1 year, 17 games played in 07 to 08. Yeah, Marty wasn't terrible. You know what? Martin Baron probably gets a B. He's probably going to get a B grade from me. The first year he only played a handful of games, wasn't that great, but his next 2 years actually were pretty good. So Marty Baron definitely should get a B grade here for his time in Philadelphia, that's for sure. Now this one is Martin Houle. 1 game played again, 2 minutes, goals against average of 27.27. You are getting an F, that's for sure. My goodness. Alright, this one's Martin Ouellet. Let's see. 2 games in Philly, 2.37 goals against average, 1 loss, save percentage under there. You're probably going to get a D. Michael Leighton. Okay, where do I grade Michael Leighton? If Marty got B, I feel like Michael Leighton should definitely get like a B. If we were just grading him on 2009-2010, he would definitely get an A. If we were grading him on his whole career, so Leighton as a whole, 16-5 that 09-10 year, 1 game in 2010-11 before he got injured, and then 2012-2013 didn't play all too fantastic. So it's really, you're just grading him on a couple years, but that 2009-2010 season really does weight it in a bit. So I think I'm gonna give him a C, because I think his other years definitely brings him down a bit, but 2009-2010 kind of evens it out a bit. Neuwirth, I'm gonna give Neuwirth a C as well. Neuwirth was okay. I don't think he's been on Brian Elliott's standards in net, because he was definitely a little bit weak. He had a lot of injury problems, but I think we'll give Michael Neuwirth a C. McKenna's probably gonna get a D. Actually, no, he probably gets an F. He only played like 1 or 2 games in net, and he did not perform well at all. So I think Michael McKenna's probably gonna get an F. Now, who is this right here? Neil Little. That's who that is. Neil Little. Calder Cup champion Neil Little. There he is. Neil Little's stats. Alright, so he only played 2 games as a part of the Flyers, both of which were terrible performances. His Phantoms stats were very, very good, but from 99 to, 99, his only year was good. 97, 98, he was very good. Same thing with that. So he's had decent performances in the AHL for sure, but his Flyer stats are not that great, so I think I'm going to give him a D. I'll give him a little bit of points for his AHL numbers, but overall, D for Neil Little was not great. Peter Mrazek, if we were grading him on his time in Carolina, it'd be pretty good. But as a Flyer, though, his stats were not great. Again, only that 1 year in Philly, 17 games, 6-6 and 3. So I'm probably gonna give him a C because it's 500 stats, so he deserves a 500 grade. Oh, Razor, rest in peace. Razor, rest in peace. Let's take a look at Ray Emery's stats here in Philly, because it's hard to judge. He's played 3 years here. In 2009-2010 was 16-11-1. Okay, not bad. 2013-14 was 9-12-2, and then 2014 10-11-7. So, not fantastic his years here in Philly. Did have that one good year, so I think Razor definitely probably goes up into the C grade as well. Rob Zepp is up next. Rob Zepp only played 1 year in Philly, 10 games, was 5-2, .888 save percentage. I think he was just kind of victim of circumstance, so I'm probably just going to give him a C grade as well. Robert Ashe might be a B category here. Let's see. From 2002 all the way to 2007, 12-9-3, 21-11-7, 22-11-5, and then 5-9-1. Yeah, I think Robert Ashe probably deserves to go into the B category here. He had some very, very good moments here in Philly, especially the 18 games played as well in the 2003-04 playoffs, which was very, very good. But yeah, he had some time. His goals against averages were very, very good those first 3 years too. 2.2, 2.04, and 2.97 are very, very good goals against averages for Robert Ashe. So 100%. I mean, he won the William N. Jennings Trophy in 2002, 2003 for the God's sakes, with the goalie tandem that they had. So I think Robert Ashe definitely deserves a B category grade. Never mind, I remember. That is Roman Cechmanek. Roman Cechmanek was very, very good here in Philly. Once again, his only 3 years, all 3 years were fantastic years. I think Roman Cechmanek definitely deserves an A category on that grade with Carter Hart. I mean, look at his stats. 35-15, 24-13, 33-15, made the playoffs all 3 years here in his time in Philadelphia. Goals against average, 1.83, 2.05, 2.01. Cechmanek was a very, very, very good goaltender here. Him and Ashe were the goalie tandem in 2002-2003, so Cechmanek definitely, I think, deserves an A category grade as well. He could be debatable up near S tier, but I don't think he's like S tier. For S tier, for me, you have to like win really far in the playoffs consistently, and maybe even win a cup. But I think him and Carter Hart definitely are A tier goalies that we've seen so far for this. Carter might be B, looking at it again, but I think like A so far, because he's young and he has a lot of room to grow. I'm taking that into account. It's hard to grade that. I'm going to put Carter in B. I think it's hard to put Carter into A. A lot of people might debate that, but I think moving Carter Hart to B, I think is more suited for him. I don't think he's A tier yet. We haven't seen a big enough sample size from Carter Hart as of yet, but if he continues that up, if he has another year like he did last year, I think moving him up to A would be good, but I think I'll move him up to B for now. Sean Burke is this guy right here. Now, I don't honestly know what Sean Burke's stats were here. Philadelphia, 15 games, 6-5-2, 2.55. You're probably going to get into the C category, where everybody else is. Steve Mason. Well, I think I have to give Steve Mason a C as well. If he wasn't overworked by the coach and having to rely on consistently injuries as well, if I'm putting Neuwirth in C, I think I have to put Steve Mason in C because they were very identical. And then finally, Sergei Bobrov Ski. His time here in Philadelphia, 2 years only. First year was very, very good. Both years were actually pretty good, so I think I'm going to give Bob a B for his time in Philadelphia as well. So there we go. Nobody gets into the S tier. I think nobody was an S tier goalie here in Philadelphia. But the A tier, we have Roman Cechmanek, who was a phenomenal goaltender for his only 3 years here. Very, very good. The B, we're going to give Brian Elliott, Marty Baron, Robert Ashe, Carter Hart, and Sergei Bobrov Ski. I feel those guys definitely get B grades. C grades, we have Alex Lyon, Anthony Stolars, Brian Boucher, Bruce Golov, Jeff Hackett, Michael Leighton, Michael Neuwirth, Pierre Mrazek, Ray Emery, Sean Burke, Rob Zepp, and Steve Mason. D categories, we're going to give Interior Ninamaki, Calvin Pickard, Cam Talbot, Johan Backlund, Martin Ouliette, and Neil Little. And then the F grades, Cal Heater, Jeremy Dushane, Martin Houle, and Mike McKenna. 28 goaltenders in the past 20 years for the Philadelphia Flyers. All I can do is shake my head, honestly. So there you go, guys. That is my ranking of the Philadelphia Flyers goalies of the past 20 years. I will leave a link in the description down below so that you guys can make your own tier list as well. Make sure to definitely, once you do that, make sure to save it on Twitter and make sure to tag me on Twitter at BJK Hockey Facts. It's my old Twitter, so I just changed the name. So it's BJK Hockey Facts. And yeah, let me know what you guys think of my tier list here as well. If you agree or disagree with some of my choices here as well. Like I said, a couple of guys could be debatable, move between B and C's, but I think there's only been one good A tier goalie that the Flyers have had over the past 20 years, and that has been Roman Cechmanek. Obviously, I could go back further. You know, you have to include guys like if we went back further, like Bernie Perron, Ron Hextall, Pelle Lindbergh, guys like that, you know, probably would make it into the A tier as well. But for just the past 20 years, 28 goaltenders, that is the tier list that I have made for my Philadelphia Flyers. So, once again, guys, thank you for watching. Make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification button. You've been watching BJK Hockey Facts. I'll catch you next time.